Welcome to Cut the Ish, Real Talk Sports, where we strip away the fluff and get straight to the heart of the game. From the hottest plays on the court to the controversies off it. We're breaking it all down with unfiltered takes and raw honesty. No sugarcoating, no holding back. Just real talk for real fans. Let's get into it.
Hey everybody, how you doing this evening? Welcome to the Cut to Ish live and unfiltered. I'm here with my boy Duval. Y'all come on in the building, hit the like button as you come in the building. If you haven't hit it, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to Cut the Ish Real Talk Sports. If you haven't subscribed, stop doing all that hate watching and hit the subscribe button. Hey, what's going on, Duval? How you feeling today?
I feel all right because I ate some granola and that granola like burned my stomach, But I feel all right,
What
the
kind of granola you eating that's burning your stomach?
It's the vanilla granola, so it's supposed to be healthy, but it kind of burned. But I'm all right. And you gotta tell people to hit the hype button too, the hype button.
Oh yeah, I be forgetting about the hype button.
Yeah.
And then Bro Claude is harassing a person. I'm a busy woman. But anyway, hit that hype button, y'all. Hit the hype button. Please do that hype button. But let me say hi to some of y'all in the chat. Thank y'all for being here and on time. Early bird gets the worm. What's up, Dre Stewart? Thank you, my brother. What's up, Tierra? What's up, ADP? My sister, Peter Smalls. Chicago Cheetah, I see you in the building. King Cole, big girl. What's up, big girl? Live, laugh, love. Brian Lewis. Brian Lewis coming up in here to beat up the ball. Thank you for being here, Brian. What's up, Van? What's up, Sharice De Jesus? Shell, I see you. Gamble 310, you in the building? Okay. What's up, Miss Jemima? I heard you was keeping Bro Claude on his toes. Thank you for that. What's up, Ray Tay? What's up, Donna C? What is up? Ooh, the ball. You better act right. My girl, Miss Jemima, is here, and you better act like you got some sense, okay? You better act like you got some sense.
Yeah, gotcha. You know how that go.
I don't know. That's not too promising. I was hoping you was gonna say, "Sure, Keysha. Yeah, I'm gonna do well."
I'm gonna try. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It just depends on what comes up. I be anywhere from calm and educated to crashing out and belligerent. But either way, you know what I'm saying? It works.
Crashing out and belligerent?
Yeah, crashing out and belligerent. Or calm and educated.
That's not a good look, Duval, even for you. That's not a good look. All right, where we starting at? Where we starting at? Spice? Look, are we starting at Spice or real basketball talk? Where we starting? Because both, is okay with me.
Yeah, you go ahead and steer it. Just put the conundrum of put that last.
Okay. Well, you know what? Because I like to get into Spice real quick. Because I'm messy, and that part is true. What happened down there in Phoenix? I was on a players club. We was calling Dream versus the Temple, and I think we thought we was gonna get a little fireworks there. No, we ain't getting nothing there. It was over there.
Yeah.
It was over there in Phoenix.
Yeah, man.
With the Fever and the Mercury, I thought they was over that. All that was going on. What you think?
Nah, they ain't over that.
They ain't over it?
Nah, that's on site every time.
Every time?
It's on site just like that 2023 national championship moment. They ain't gonna never get over there either.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. I didn't know they was gonna have this much beef the rest of the way. So it's gonna be every time they hang out?
That's how I see it. It's on site.
But
Show 'em what you got.
I at least want to say this before we get into exhibits. The Fever did win.
Yes.
86-77. They did win the game. But that was not the story. Do you hear echo before we get started?
No, I'm good.
Okay, it's just me. All right. Yeah. You know, I mean, I guess the game didn't matter. I mean, AT had 19. Some new girl, Naomi Brochant. Had 7. Kai had 20.
Yeah.
But for the Fever, Kelsey Mitchell had 22. Caitlin Clark had 24. I don't know what happened to Leah Boston. She had 8. So at least I didn't think I pretty much thought they was gonna win. So that's not actually the story. I know some of them Clarkers was thinking, oh, we probably can get beat by the Mercury. But I was like, I know y'all gonna pretty much win that game. Mercury is on 2 legs and one is crippled. So
Yeah. They on fumes.
yeah, they on fuse. Ever since I mean, Satu. I mean, that just. But anyway, back to the. Let me go on up over here and bring up. Well, first of all, I guess pointing is bad. I don't know.
Yeah. People get triggered for anything these days.
She, this is an up close version of it, y'all. I'm a player. Sophie Cunningham. She about that life. Is that what this is supposed to be? Anyway,
That
play.
whole,
What you say?
go ahead. I say it after you play.
Before I get a copyright, mess around with Rihanna. But what is all this?
Why that
There's
whole act
diamonds
like
in the sky.
why that whole act
Okay.
like Pamela Anderson off of Baywatch? I don't get this shit.
She-
So because she act like she from the
oh,
slow class.
how y'all? Okay, who doing all this? Okay. The
This woman
ball,
this woman act like she from the slow class. I just don't get this shit.
the
She just do
ball,
weird shit for no reason. She act like Jan Brady.
the ball,
Here's the other angle right here. This is crazy.
oh Lord, these people. What was this? Is silly. Is she still point?
Somebody gonna slap shit out of her one day. Promise
She's
you that.
so performative.
Watch what she do at the end.
This is what we got to deal with in professional sports, the ball.
Yeah. This is why I love WNBA though.
I
All the
know that's
gossip shit,
why.
that shit be funny. Cause you won't see this in the men game.
No, they just go fight. Well, they act a plumb fool in Big Three the other day.
Yeah. Yeah, you do some retired nigga that ain't getting no money.
I excuse I had to suspend some old ninjas. Okay, here's another angle. Hold on, let me see what's going on here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on, let me see what's going on here. What the? What she look?
Keisha,
Raven,
this
you
girl,
better stay out of this.
this
Laughing
girl
with
gray
that
hair
goof,
Sacco.
laughing with that goofy woman.
Now I guess this
Okay.
is what supposed to be.
Yeah, I guess they asked her in the, of course they gonna ask her, right?
She got her
They
own
say,
podcast.
yeah, so they asked her the question why she doing all that. Sophie Cunningham spilled that Maisha was called a derogatory name by Alyssa Thomas. That's what started the fight. I can see nasty ass. Okay, I ain't gonna read the rest of that. But the quote from Sophie is, "I think if you heard what people called Maisha, then you probably would have been thrown out too." And how she reacted was valid. Cunningham said, "Like I said, that all happened. We got the dub. We got to dial in and be better on Wednesday." I also heard her talking to reporters, Duval talking about we never got an explanation for DeWanna Bonner, and at this point we don't want one anymore. We just need to move on. It's like okay, Sophie.
She said like she's somebody that said the N word in rap songs in her car.
The woman don't owe you no explanation, really and truly. She talked to the powers that be. She didn't want to be bothered with none of y'all no more. She did. What else you want the woman to say? Anyway, so let's go to the next. She didn't tell you because she don't like you,
Yeah.
Sophie. I know that might be hard to understand, but there's a lot of people that don't. So you shouldn't be too hurt. Okay, hold on, y'all. All right, hold on. This the full thing right here, ain't it?
Yeah, just to
What
start it all
happened
over. Yeah.
before? Okay. AT jogging down the. Oh,
And Bonner and Clark continue.
Clark talking shit gonna push 18,
now
huh?
getting involved. Security has come off the bench.
Wind that back. You see what Caitlin push on?
Yeah, she
Okay.
pushed 18.
Watch this.
And
AT didn't do nothing to her, but just walked over there, probably trying to come.
And players and officials
And
now
get her.
getting involved. Security
Okay.
has come
Okay,
off
you
the
bought
bench.
that life, huh? Okay, Caitlin. You bought this?
And
Okay.
Clark is trying to get these fans into it.
Oh, of course she is.
Well, we're already setting up a game for Wednesday night, by the way.
Oh, they play again on Wednesday.
Yep.
God damn.
It's back to back like the Dream play the Valkyries back to back.
Yeah.
Not sure if she parted on great
Oh.
terms. And Caitlin Clark and DeWanna now on multiple possessions getting tied up.
And now Hines Allen and Thomas, who had a tuffle a couple of possessions ago. And look at Aaliyah Boston and the leadership.
Well, this is fighting for position.
Well, she hooking her.
I mean, Caitlin Clark issued a technical foul. You can hear the crowd react.
And Clark is perplexed and shocked as to why she was assisted.
I don't know why she
Well, I will
shot.
say,
Because that girl.
release and jump around.
Here she go with all these antics.
Pulling the chair. But I understand the frustration in the technical because there's two players just battling for position. Oh my.
And they're still going. Now it's Cunningham and Bonner. Keep in mind, Cunningham and Bonner have history as teammates.
White privilege at its finest,
Nate
Wayne.
Tibbetts out on the floor, Stephanie White out on the floor, and Amy Bonner is telling everybody to go to their benches as DeWanna Bonner hears it from this Fever faithful.
White privilege at its finest.
DeWanna. Only thing I would say is, why you ever carry your silly ass over there?
In the first place.
Yeah, why you even care? You know this shit gonna go on forever because of the way it went down. So they gonna keep. Oh, is that me?
Yeah, that's you. It gotta be.
No, it ain't me. I ain't do nothing.
I ain't playing nothing.
I don't know what happened to this. Oh Christ!
What happened?
Why is it doing that? Every time I go back to my stream yard, that is crazy. Okay, I guess I won't go back. I don't
Again.
know.
That's one of my favorite songs now. But get down.
Yeah, I don't know. Let me take this down. Maybe that's got something to do. Oh, yeah, it's
Oh
got
yeah.
something. Yeah, it's this. Okay, I was like, I thought I was losing my damn mind. No, it was a screen chat. I'm sorry. You know how Twitter do it, start scrolling up, and so it started playing it for the next tweet. But
Yeah.
anyway, why she get her ass over there in the first place?
She had to get that one last check. She ain't know she was gonna make it to that new CBA. Cause remember she was getting 220 at the time, and that's the highest you could have got.
Why she ain't go with her wife from the beginning?
She maybe
Now
think.
she got. Go ahead.
Nah, I was gonna say maybe she didn't think they had. I don't think Phoenix had the money at the time. Remember they were going out to Satu and all that.
This is a classic case, chat, of all money ain't good money.
Then we got some more tweets to show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was just trying to stop the thing from talking to itself. Hold on.
Nah, but
Yeah, yeah. It all good money ain't you. So she gonna keep getting messed up by these chicks. You know these chicks gonna troll her the rest of the season, and then they having a bad season too. Oh,
show every chance they get.
they gonna troll her. All right, let me see where Connor sitting. Oh, he right here in this blue
No.
or this green or whatever that is.
Play it. I'll tell you where you at.
Okay.
I think I know what exactly where you is. Right up. Go back. Go back.
Okay, I gotta turn off the music. Okay, go ahead.
Go back to the beginning.
Okay.
Go back before you even play. Stop it. He right there. You see that guy right there?
Well,
You see
with
that?
the camera? Oh, right here with the black?
Yes, that's Connor.
Oh, he laughing at it.
Yeah.
He think it's funny as hell. Well, it was funny. I give him that. He's like, what?
And that's Halliburton right there.
Where Halliburton at? Hold on.
You see?
Oh, with the baby blue on.
Yeah, with the white hat.
Oh, so they kind of over there keying. Is he yelling at DeWanna?
Must
He
be.
said something, didn't he?
Yeah, he said plenty.
Interesting. Oh, what's going on with this?
Look at her. Look at her. Acting like a female Dennis the Menace. God damn.
So Maisha Hines Allen was about that action?
Yeah, she about to fight her twice.
I just got a question, Duval. Just one.
Yeah.
Ain't he bring all that
Yeah, they got that tough guy. They can't be keyboard warrior. They gotta show they tough, Keysha. They can't be keyboard warrior in the moment.
You know everybody named Mama got a take in this game?
Yeah, they said ticket was $9.
Yeah, it was. It was cheap to get in there, but yeah, because ain't nobody wanted to. Everybody figured they gonna win, so it's not really. It was cheap to get in there though, $9. Some tickets were $9, but not courtside.
No, courtside was $200.
Yeah, I wish I could have given me a $200 courtside ticket.
Shit, I would love that.
Look at it. Look at this woman right here. She over here gossiping like everybody else can't see what's going on.
Look at no
Like,
N-words. Look at no N-words arguing.
Yeah, why is she whispering? Like everybody see the shit happening tomorrow. And she over there whispering to a friend next to her. I don't get it.
I want to know why Kayla acting like the female Dennis the Menace. Why how she what? Just watch out. Just watch her. Don't look at that. Just watch her. Hey, this bitch crazy.
No, she you know no, y'all like those spicy women like that. That makes it spicy.
That is crazy.
That makes it spicy. That's what's wrong with you men out here in these streets. Y'all like them crazy women. Stop pretending that you don't. You know you like them crazy women. Stop it.
She a white Candy Carter. That's what she is. She a white Candy Carter. Y'all got like fucked up. God
You
damn.
just say, no, don't bring all that on her now. She don't be doing all that. She said she ain't got nothing to do with that.
Somebody gonna yoke her ass one day. Somebody gonna take that 15, 20 game suspended. They gonna yoke the shit out of her ass and show her what time it is. Cause that bitch crazy.
Oh no, yeah. Y'all like the women that's crazy like that. Y'all like it. Y'all ride for them. All right. So she's still over here pointing.
She's still over here trolling.
She's a troll, Chad. These got music. What the hell?
I like it though.
I can't have it. I can't even get this shit off now. You're gonna have my whole thing busted up.
All they gonna do is tell you cut it out.
Yeah, the whole thing gonna end up being cut out. You know, that's what you're gonna be. You're gonna be happy because that's what they do. Take a whole segment out.
God
You.
damn.
Oh
This shit crazy.
yeah,
She had like a news reporter.
she is a news reporter. She a goofball. That's what she is.
Great snitch.
Okay, Sophie Cunningham. I got my nails done for this. What? What's wrong? What she talking about? So is she happy she got her nails done?
You know what? I'm Team Kiki now. I mean when Kiki yoked the ass and you slung her, you know what I'm saying? I ain't like it at first, but now I'm Team Kiki. I'm glad she did it.
Hold on, I got something to show you though. I got something to show you. So now we can clap now. Caitlin told the world that it's okay to clap. So can y'all take that technical away from Angel?
There's two players just battling for position. Oh my.
And
Hold
they're still
on, here we
going. Now
go.
it's Cunningham and Bonner. Keep in
Oh,
mind,
hold on. I got
Cunningham and
stuff in my
Bonner
hold
have
on, I got stuff in
history
my ear that's doing goofy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on 1 second, y'all. Too many of it. All right, hold on. What the hell is talking?
It's the audio.
Y'all can't hear, right?
Angel is
I can hear
a
it.
17-year
Where
veteran
is it
that
though?
does not want to play on a team that has 5 wins
I don't see
in
it.
late June. That expected so much more in the technical because there's two players just
I don't know
battling for
why it's
position.
going
Oh
like
my.
and they're
that.
still going. Now it's
Let me just X out of
Cunningham
here. I
and
don't
Bonner.
know.
Keep in mind,
Get out of
Cunningham
it.
and Bonner
I'm
have
trying.
history
I'm trying to get out the press
as
conference thing.
teammates.
Hold on, let me see what's on the screen. No, I don't know why. Still
It's playing
here.
the USA to on the USA thing. So
I know,
yeah.
but I can't get rid of it. It's still in my thing.
Now
Hold on,
stop.
y'all. Now stop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So
Oh
now go
Lord.
back. Cause you ain't played the thing that I was looking for.
My computer done froze the heck up. That's why I can't. Yeah, it's gone. It said no my. After I get to about 10 of them, it ain't gonna do it no more.
But
Let's see.
you got reboot it.
Yeah, it's too much going on at one time. But I don't know why, because it's not.
Don't worry about
It's
it. Just
crazy.
while you reboot it, I get my thoughts
Hold
on it.
on.
Cause I was
Hold
on.
on. I got it now, you old
Okay.
crackhead. I wanted to they need to get rid of Angel's technical because the master said it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Tech tonight, fifth of the
Yeah, it's
season.
ridiculous. I got a technical for clapping. So like if we should all just go on the calendar now and pick a game that I'm going to be suspended for if I'm going to get technicals for clapping. I asked Gerda. Gerda said that I got a technical for clapping. So if any technical should be taken away, it should be that one. If it's truly for clapping, that's what they said they gave it to me for. It was for clapping. So it's just ridiculous. I don't understand it at all.
So even within that, though, how aware do you have to be of the 8 technical fouls?
I mean, I'm going to play with emotion. I'm going to play with passion. And if they're going to give me a technical foul for clapping, then so be it. That's their choice. And the league can come back and review that play. And I'd love to hear what they say of the reasoning of why I got the technical foul in that situation and why other players on their team didn't get a technical foul in that situation. If anything, split it. Okay, fine. Everybody gets a technical foul. That wasn't how they were handed out. So I'd love to know. But obviously, that's what I went to Gerda and said. I said, why'd you give me a technical foul? She said, because I was clapping and instigating. I said, okay, then you just don't like competitive basketball. And that's just facts. That's just reality. So disappointing from them.
Competitive basketball is all it is. Uh-huh. I remember when we used to say that.
Yeah, what's good for the good? What's good for the goose is good for the gander.
That's what I was told. Angel plays with a lot of passion. That's just basketball. People talk smack all the time. They said no. No. We gonna police that. Mm-hmm. That's what they said. Hold on, let me get back to you. The last one. That was after the nails. All right. This same angle of Sophie just silently continually pointing at DB before walking away, smirking as DB was getting increasingly madder, just for Sophie to rejoin the Fever bench with a huge smile on her face. Oh. Mm-hmm. Who's this chick with the baby fro? That must be a new player. Talking about for the Mercury. I don't know her.
Yeah, them racists cheering on, ain't it?
Oh, well, they like it. I mean, why wouldn't you like it? You know how fan bases are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, this is
and there you go.
I don't know why Maisha. And why was she so mad with AT?
Within that, with her and Thomas. And there you go.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Why? Explain it to me before I finish.
You finish it, and I'll tell you why after.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying that what they did that Twitter Spaces on. What was the title? What's the title of that Twitter Spaces from last night?
I don't know.
Now, this is my favorite part. This is the one I'm looking for. Right there. Put it right there. That's why she's mad.
Who did this? You saying AT did this Spaces?
No, they said AT allegedly said that. According to the Twitter Spaces.
Okay.
So get out of that part. Now, this is my favorite part right here.
I gotta go back because I'm trying to see it. That's why I asked you for. Okay. You wanted to keep playing it, but I wanted to know so I can look for it. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see. I don't see her say nothing. Maybe I'm tripping.
Within that, with her
if it ain't have to be in that moment, it could have been the first time or one more night.
As the hard foul is
they just said that one was said.
Thomas walks away. Hines Allen has words.
It's like you knew that was coming.
I might have seen this battle go.
Or she said it right there.
Within that. This battle go a few within that with her and Tom. Battle go a few within. I might have seen this battle go.
Hold on.
I might have seen this battle go a few within that.
I didn't see it.
I don't know if it's gonna be said at that moment. I don't know when it was said, but that's what they said. It allegedly was said. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, let me go.
So I don't know when it was said. It could have been said the first time they got into it. Now, this the funny part to me.
Yeah, Raven don't want none of that smoke.
No, the Raven probably talking about them clan gonna come after your ass next.
She laughing at the exchange between these two. He
And
thought
so
that shit
that you see,
funny.
they were talking right there. So I don't know when it could have been said right there. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, they could be lying.
Could be lying. I don't know. I'm just going off of what Twitter
Mm,
said. They
those
said
people
that
kind
was
of
what
lie.
legend was said.
So they expect me to believe she called her a coon in front of all the rest.
You can believe what you want. I don't know. I'm
I'm
just
just
telling you.
asking.
I'm just telling you what. I'm telling you what people
I
felt
would
like
have
they both
thought they would have
said.
do a tag for AT. That shit is funny. Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell what they're saying. Not
And
Naisha
that
Coon, Allen.
and that was the Twitter space that day.
The technical because there's two players just
Aisha Coon Allen. Okay. Lord Jesus.
battling for position. Oh my!
And they're still going now.
I think that's it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. And this is the last. This is the first. Okay. Let's see what this is. I still.
The technical because there's two players just
These
battling for
girls in this
position. Oh
point
my!
And they're still
is
going
about
now.
the
It's
most
Cunningham
idiotic
and
shit
Bonner.
I've
Keep
seen
in
in a
mind,
long time.
Cunningham and Bonner have history as teammates.
But Maisha ain't wound up with Bonner. I wonder why.
Team two is a
'Cause
17.
she put her hands up. You see?
As Cunningham and Bonner, keep in mind, Cunningham and Bonner have history
Well,
as teammates.
I don't know, Duval. Don't give your soliloquy.
I'm gonna speak on this big picture, and then we gonna get out the way and move on to something else. If you're Stephanie White, why you want to come back to this next year? This is a full-on circus. This is a full-on distraction. It's like every game is something with this team and with this player that's supposed to be the leader of this team. Why would you want to come back to this?
Mm.
This is like teaching at an alternative school. I know everybody got alternative school in their city. In Jacksonville, it's called Mattyville or Grand Park or Lackawanna. So we got three of them. But
Right.
this is like I said, this is a circus. This ain't about basketball anymore. This is about a clown show at this point. Why would you want your name attached to this? I just don't know what would be the attraction to coach this next year. Cause clearly she don't have no control of her team anymore. This is a woman that clearly don't have no control of her team.
You finished cooking?
The last thing I got said, it seemed like I'm not even surprised by this shit at this point.
No.
This is every game. This every
I-
game at this point.
But look at her trying to. She actually, really and truly, I can tell what she did. She trying to get her to focus on basketball. She's still talking about the tech. And now she's like, okay, I understand. But she's still talking about the tech. Now she's coaching her back to, let's get back to what we actually here for. That's what I get from this scene right here. That's why I was showed it. Stephanie White, and before I go, my soliloquy, you done?
I'm done. You got it.
Stephanie White is the director of the daycare center. You know how you had a director of the daycare center that walks around and checks the rooms and then sees that little badass kid that's throwing a tip of tantrum and throwing stools and toys at the other kids, and the teacher is over there to the side going, "I don't know what else to do."
She
That's
frustrated.
what's that's what Stephanie White is. She don't even focus right now. She don't even focus on. She has started to compartmentalize so good, Duvall, that when Caitlyn is even upset with her, and when Caitlyn is not upset with her, she goes either way. She just blocks that out and gives the message. Because if she knows if she focused on it, she'll probably get really upset like she did in that other game when she told her to get up out that chair. So now she's coping. She's like, you know what? I'm gonna act like I don't see it. Let's focus. Let's refocus. Let's do this. Let's win this game. Let's do this. I gotta get through my job today. And then when she get home, she let it out, Devon.
Yeah, she let out Lisa Salters.
Yeah, she let it out. But while she's at work, she has decided I'm just gonna be professional. You know how you do when I'm gonna be professional. I'm gonna give the corporate answers. I'm gonna coach her. I'm not gonna raise my voice. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna do what I need to do, give my answers to the media, and that seemed like the way she's trying to go with this thing. Because otherwise, it's gonna get scrutinized no matter what. She talk to the girl, scrutinized. She don't talk to the girl. You know the trip part about this whole thing is if she stopped talking to the girl, that's a story.
Yeah.
If she talked to the girl and keep trying to coach her, that's a story. If she reprimand the girl and say the girl did something wrong, which is what you would want coaches to do. This is what I would say. You know how many times I done seen a coach get in the best player on their team's ass? A lot. Mainly because they're not living up to what you see for them. She tried, Duvall. But I think she, in a losing battle, I mean, I agree with you. I don't think they can continue on after this season. That's just my personal opinion. Not because she's not a decent coach, just because I don't think the personalities mesh. Because I'ma say this, and this is just one of my off the dome takes, Chat and Duvall. You know, she came from a team in the Connecticut Sun. Those players were professionals.
Yep.
For all AT's goonery on the court, he is still a professional when it comes to playing basketball. She still listened to Stephanie White when she spoke. Because she knows this is a profession. She's older. She's a veteran. DeWanna Bonner listened to her. Dejanay, we know Dejanay got spice to her, right? Yeah, we know because she ran up on Man Bun, right? Right? She
Right.
can do that to Stephanie White.
She had Ty Harris. She had Bree Jones. She had many others.
Yeah, Bree Jones, Ty Harris, Stephanie White. I feel like I'm missing somebody else from that
She
team.
had she had Olivia Nelson Doty or Dota.
Adodo, yeah.
She
All
had her
those
share.
players was on that team, and you didn't hear no blow up from them, even when they didn't get over the hump. You know what I mean? I know they left Marina Mabrey up in that, but I think she just her personality, her approach to the game is different, and there's nothing wrong with saying we just don't mesh. You know what I mean?
Yep.
We don't mesh. Like I would give a one example. I knew a coach that he was how can you put it, old school. You know the old school coaches, they get in players'
Traditional.
ass.
Yeah,
They get in
traditional.
players' ass, but that don't mean they don't love you, right? But when you looking on the sideline, you can't tell. You like, what's wrong with him? Well, it's always been said that the new age the new age kids that's coming out, what they say about them. They can't take, you got to handle them with kick gloves. They can't take what we could take. We used to get cussed out all the time, blah, 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 woo, woo.
Now they're screaming about mental
So,
health.
huh?
I said new age kids scream mental health.
Yeah, yeah. So it's different. But even in this day and age, you'll still have some kids that understand and some kids that's out there talking about, well, you making me feel some type of way. I've seen one star player thrive under the old school system, young as they are, and another star player not.
Nope.
And I've seen a coach say, yeah, I wish the best for you, right? But we don't mesh.
Yeah.
Because if you don't do it my way, I run this team. And I'm not conceding. You know what I'm saying?
No,
And Stephanie White strike me as a coach. She's not going to concede, Duval.
No shishing.
Huh?
I said no shishing.
And to deal with new age athlete, which is what we would call CC, right? You probably have to concede a little bit, because I remember I used to tell a couple of coaches on the coaching staff, or you have multiple coaches that do multiple things, you know what I mean? But the problem with CC is she got into it with the assistants. Because it used to be, I could be on the staff, because I'm a player's coach, right? I am a player's coach. I'm telling y'all, I am a player's coach. But I've been on a staff with a head coach who is not. So I connected with the players. Does that make sense?
Yes.
He could just coach.
It'd be good cop, bad cop. The good
Correct.
cop was the assistants, and the bad cop was the head coach, I guess.
But I think she gets into it with the assistants though. So
She does.
I don't know how to fix this without Stephanie White changing her staff. I just think I think it might be unfixable. You know what I'm saying? Like, because that's what they say about Trammell. They say Trammell's a player's coach from Chicago.
Yes.
He's a player coach. I'm a player coach. I talk to you. I find out about your home life, all that stuff. I'm a player's coach. Then some coaches, look, I ain't getting into all that. I'm just going to coach you. Me, I need to figure out where your mental is at. That's just me. But I think, I don't know. I feel this is not going to work, and it's not because Stephanie White is not a decent coach. Hell, I even think Kristen Sides was a decent coach.
Looking back on it, yes.
Yeah, I think I was one of the ones that no, seriously, Duval. At the end of the season, I agree with KSAP that Kristen Sides should have been given another year. A lot of people disagree with us, but we didn't think Kristen Sides was a bad coach.
I didn't either. I like the play design. I thought she had offensive creativity. I really did.
And looking back on it, like you said, Lynn Dunn thought the same thing, but what happened?
Placed all of them.
When they were actually when you look back on it, Fever fans, Lynn Dunn was right. I know y'all hate her now, but she was trying to tell y'all to hold y'all horses, and y'all wouldn't listen. Y'all got the woman fired, removed out of her position.
Ain't no y'all, it's her.
Right.
She ain't respect.
She
ain't respect. I'm gonna say this because I'm looking at the chat. And I'm not gonna lie to you. And we got some Fever fans in the chat. Welcome, Fever fans. We like you. Thank you for choosing us. You know what I'm saying?
I'll read a little bit of the chat while you talking.
Yeah, I'm glad you chose us. You know what I'm saying, to give us your listening pleasure. We appreciate you. Now I'm gonna say this, chat, Fever fans in particular. Y'all ain't like Kristen Sides, and Kristen Sides the one that gave the reins to Caitlin Clark to play like Lisa Bluter. Stephanie
she
White
conceded.
Yes. Stephanie White
Mm-hmm.
trying to correct unlearned behavior, and now y'all want to do hit pieces on her and dig up old interviews and stuff like that, which is fine. But this is why, like I said, we're gonna touch on that another day with that Stephanie White, because I really want to do a deep dive in that. But
Mm-hmm. Yeah, me too.
big picture, like I said, Stephanie White is working in she working in a hostile working environment.
Mm-hmm.
Period, point blank, plain and simple. She is working in a hostile working environment.
She is.
And so, how can you come back to a place where you work in a hostile working environment when you decide to quit or get terminated? You're gonna have another job with another organization and you get to coach in peace.
Mm.
You can't coach in peace with this woman. It's like this woman can't help herself but stick her nose in shit that don't belong to her. You know what I'm saying? She did not, she do not understand that she has to stay in a child's place. And so she just a person that's difficult to deal with. And she gonna get the reputation of being a coach killer. And I'm talking about Caitlin Cross. She gonna get the reputation of being a coach killer. Because like I said, she got the first coach fired, she trying to get this one fired. And so terminated. Use the proper term. Use corporate term. Terminated. And so if you get this coach terminated, they might as well just hire Lisa Blue, the assistant. Whoever Lisa Blue, the assistant was. I don't know if that person's still at Iowa or not.
Yeah, she is. She the head coach now.
You might as well hire her and let her run Caitlin offense.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only solution. They'll make the Clarkies happy. They'll make Caitlin happy. Throw a bag at her.
Can I give you an example?
Go ahead.
Once upon a time, there was a basketball player that was top 5 coming out of high school. And even when she decided to transfer schools, she still was the highest rated recruit that a head coach who don't concede, was ever gonna recruit at that particular time. At that particular time, that flash moment, she was getting from another school a recruit that was in the top 5.
That's
And
person
that
you talking
recruit,
about. I about to say that person you talking about was number 2 in the nation.
yes, that person was number 2 in the nation. And she had went to another school and she had decided to check out other schools based on some information from her best friend at the time.
She followed her
And
to this particular school.
she had all the cachet coming in because this particular school didn't have top 5 players on the team.
They were ranked 16th in the previous season. After the previous season, they were ranked 16th going into the season.
But she came in, even with the fanfare of being that top 2, she came in and she conceded to the system so much so that the Vol complains that said coach made her took her out of some of the things she should have been working on in college. But she conceded so much to this coach that she played the way she wanted her to play, even from the criticism of other people who were saying, well, she got guard-like skills and blah, 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 and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, this person, the coach that we're talking about, made her play the 5 position, something she never played before.
Yes. And told her, I am still going to get you to the W, but you got to trust the process. Now, said player could have said, no, you don't know what you're talking about. I ain't doing that. I ain't doing all that. I ain't trying. No. I ain't trying to do all that. You don't know who I am. I was number 2 in the country.
Let me go over there with Don.
Right. I can go anywhere else and not play a 5 position. Matter of fact, I can go to a school right now and talk to them, then let me play the position I want. Because she was even in the transfer portal, she was sought after.
Even by Gino.
Yes. We all know this person is Angel Reese.
Humble yourself.
Humbled herself, changed her game because a coach told her, I can make you dominant.
Did the same thing with Teaspoon. Teaspoon wanted her to play same way with Mocha.
Mm-hmm. Sometimes, as a player, you might not see what the coach see. But if you're going to be coached by that person, whether you believe is right or wrong, you have to submit to the system. Or it's not going to work.
Nope.
That's my point. So everywhere that said play, she learned that in college. And I fear that CC didn't learn that in places. She
got social promoter, like I told you.
Yeah, you have to do whatever the team needs to do to win. I.e., my son was on many teams, Duval. Sometimes he went both ways, but that was he his main position. He wanted to play that all the time, but he did what if the team was lacking. I want to win.
Yep.
I'm going to submit to the system. The problem I see here is I don't think she's going to submit to the system, and I don't think Stephanie White is going to concede. So we had an impasse. Like MSL 52, 53 say, number 1 college transfer. Yeah, I remember. We were a program that had never won nothing. We had great players come out of there, but we didn't win anything. We had some great players come out of LSU, but they didn't win. Yeah. I don't know, Duval. Do you think, like I say, really and truly what I think Stephanie White should do, Duval, is she should bow out of it amicably and not let it get to a head to where, it's contentious and all of that. If they feel somebody else can do a better job, let them. That's what I would do. And I wouldn't consider it conceding. It's just that sometimes you don't mesh with your star player. I mean, we've seen that in sports over and over, right? Where one player go to another team and you're like, wait a minute. So
his name Terry Owens.
Yeah, T.O. was hard.
Yeah.
T.O. was hard. T.O. was hard. But it wasn't like he didn't. Every place he went, he had a good coach, though. Let me think. Okay. Yeah. Philly?
He had Mariucci. He had Andy Reid. He had Jesse. He had Jesse Garrett at the end, and they got rid of him. But he had Wade Phillips before that, and Bill Parcells.
Wade Phillips.
He had Bill Parcells, Wade Phillips, and then Jesse Garrett at the end. And then
he still played for some good coaches. Yeah.
He did. And then he in Buffalo, I forgot who the coach was. But I want to say Dick Geron in Buffalo. I think Dick Geron in Buffalo.
Remember.
And
he
Marvin
didn't like
Lewis.
That place at all.
And I think he had Marvin Lewis in Cincinnati.
He did. All good coaches. But all of them had I ain't gonna say all of them, but most of them had an issue coaching him. That don't make him suddenly a bad player. That don't make the coach is suddenly a bad coach. It just sometimes personalities don't mesh. And I feel this going getting ugly. What you think, Duval? You think Stephanie White? I'll put it to you like this. If she get this thing turned around, she one of the best public relations coach I ever seen.
She ain't gonna get turned around. My thing is just him. I think these Fever fans, first and foremost, they owe Cheryl Swoops an apology. Cheryl Swoops was never wrong. She was just early.
Mm-hmm.
She told y'all there was problems in that locker room during CC rookie year. Y'all ain't
Mm-hmm.
want to hear it. And we knew about the rumblings last year with DeWanna Bonner and everything else. And
Mm-hmm.
now we see everything they have in this year where they had to have a players meeting, players on the
Mm-hmm.
meeting. And
Mm-hmm.
so, like I said, that woman was not wrong. She was just early.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody turned on that woman because she said what was the truth. She just spoke for what she heard. And people know that what people don't understand, especially players, people like Cheryl Swoops that's in GOAT status, they
Mm-hmm.
have relationships around the league. You know that.
Yeah, of course I do.
They
Yeah,
have
of course.
relationships with people on the coaching staff. They have relationships with other players on that team, people that respect and adore her, and that's how she get the information. But because,
They
like I
said she
said,
was lying. I remember that interview where she said, "I'm hearing rumblings out of the Fever locker room, and people say she was lying. How she know that? Blah blah blah."
she said it. I'll tell you what she said it. So people want to look it up, they can look it up. She said it on Gil's Arena in
Mm-hmm.
Caleb rookie year. But what they didn't know that she knew the information about Caitlyn beef with Alyssa Smith.
Right.
They ain't get publicized till after the fact. But she knew about that at the time. And so,
Mm-hmm.
either way, like I said,
Mm-hmm.
it's not going to end well.
You don't
That
think so?
was
Okay.
hell no, because like I said again, it's too much noise, and it Caitlin Clark at this point becoming a distraction.
Mm.
And so, if she becoming a distraction, who can survive that? Especially when you got a fan base that never blame you for nothing. They never blame you for anything that you do wrong. They will always put the blame on somebody else because they have this mythical figure of who they think you are as a person and as a basketball player.
Mm. Yeah. I agree. Well.
Do not block the Clarkies in the chat. Do not block them unless they say something disrespectful. Do not block
Yeah.
them.
All right.
Let them
We need
live.
to let them live. Let them run their mouth till their mouth gets some. But hey, y'all hit the like button. We gonna move on. You ready to move
Yes.
on, Duval? You got something else to
Yes.
say?
Now I'm good on this.
Oh, okay. Okay. Chat. We're gonna talk about our favorite Cinderella team. Cinderella.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about our favorite team that we said I told you. No, we're gonna talk about the Chicago Sky. Chat. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button. I'm gonna pull it up. Angel Reese left the sky, and it's like she pointed them two fingers like ceiling. Until you do right by me, everything you touch. Never mind. The Chicago Sky lost to the Connecticut Sun, 63-92 last night, the ball.
Yeah.
The ball.
Worst team in the league.
Connecticut Sun is the worst team in the league. They out here doing TikTok since they whooped the Chicago Sky. I know the game before that we saw Camila Cardoso crying, and now this game they lose by almost 30 points. They lose by almost 30 points. As the Ray gave them 11, she shot 3 for 12.
Okay.
Cardoso was 50%, 6 for 12, 16 points. Skylar Diggins was just atrocious, 0 for 7, 3 points. Sydney Taylor wasn't much better from the field, 2 of 12, 10 points. Podcast was 2 of 8, 5 points. And those are your starters. Oh, me and you already agree that Tyler Marsh is on the hot seat. So you don't need to labor that point. But I just hey man, when are the chickens coming home to roost on the Chicago Sky? When is the front office gonna realize they have to clean house? Starting with their GM. I think they need to fire their GM first. But when is it happening, Duval? How long they gonna let this go on? Because it looks like Tyler Marsh clearly then lost the locker room after that crushing defeat against the Wings and him up there talking about the league leaving him on red. And
Yeah.
I thought this was supposed to be the new look Chicago Sky with all the baddies and we were supposed to be hate watching from afar, but did we really think it was going? Well, you thought.
I know. Yeah.
You thought, but 4-12 and losing by 30 to the worst team in the league with Skylar and Cloud. Natasha Cloud had 4 points, 1 for 6. The ball. E. Will is getting paid what, 700, 800,000. She had 2 points.
Yeah.
I mean, what we doing? What? How can they turn it? Can they turn this around, Duval?
Hell no, you know that. I'm gonna say this though.
Go ahead.
Well, I love these Fever fans in the chat, but so I'm gonna get back to y'all. But I'm gonna say this.
Oh,
you said when they gonna get rid of Jeff P. They ain't get rid of Jeff P.
I don't think so.
Jeff P doing their bidding. And 2, Jeff P got his scapegoat. You don't think he telling Michael Alter and Nadir Rollins, aka Sleepy Joe, that he gave Tyler Marsh a good roster and it's just Tyler Marsh coaching that's not getting the best out of him? You don't think he telling them that? You don't think he telling the Chicago Sky he got the best roster money could buy? And Tyler Marsh is just he's just underachieving with this roster. He can't. And for the people that say, well, he should just full blown rebuild. With what? Unless he do this. I keep coming back to this. He gonna have to trade Camilla. Cause that's the only trade asset that he got.
I'm sure she'll be happy.
I hope she get traded. But like she'll be the only trade asset he got. Because again, he get a pit swap with 2027. You know what I'm saying? Watch this. He don't have no incentive to tank. So he get a pit swap with Washington. And he loses 2028 Chicago Sky pick outright.
Yeah, if he don't turn this around, turn the season around, right?
No, he loses outright regardless. That 2028 pick, that's the JC Shelter trade.
Oh Lord, I got
so the 2028 pick, he don't have that pick, and the 2027 pick is a pick swap with Washington. The only pitch that he got is the dream pitch, which ain't gonna be any good. And so the coach that's on the bench that, my boy Kappa kept asking me about in the chat is Trammell. So Trammell is his, saving whale. Trammell his saving whale as far as him convincing ownership that she can get the best she get better out of this roster than he can. But he don't got none of his picks that's important. The only picks he got is the 2027 and 2028 dream first round picks, which is going to be in the 13, 14, 15. So, you know what I'm saying? So if he could trade a Camilla and get like a 5th or 6th pick, maybe you could package that pick at a 14th pick and get like into the top 3 or something. But like I said, he's in a bad spot. He's a horrible GM. He's a horrible GM that that don't have any hope if you're a fan base of this team. because he trade with all the hope with the Citron trade, with the Rakia hurt her knee, with Angel Reese going out the door. It's like he don't have no hope of any kind, any consequence. And so, again, like I said, his only trade by asset that somebody will want and get high value for is Camilla. I don't give a damn about the other people on the team. There ain't nobody finna give up no pitch for no Nikkei or whatever. Nah, she just got there. Nah, they just, you know what I'm saying? Camilla's the only tradable asset that I can see a team giving up a first round pick or more for, because she is something that still provide another team hope as far as her talent. And so they don't have, like I said, this is a hopeless franchise at this point. And I just don't see, if you're a Chicago Sky fan, where is the silver lining or the bright future of this franchise is heading there anytime soon.
So basically, what you saying? If Vandersloot come back, it ain't gonna change.
Hell no. Not a goddamn thing. You ain't gonna change a goddamn thing. But that's what people keep saying, though. I guess that's the running joke on Twitter. Nah, she ain't changing shit.
You know they gave up a pick for J.C. Sheldon.
2028 first. 2028 Chicago 2028 first. Remember, I thought it was the 2028 dream pick, because that would have been the more smart thing to do. Because like I said, and then this would really make them stupid when it comes to you know what I'm saying, the J.C. Sheldon trade. When she got traded from Dallas to Washington, no, Dallas to Connecticut, from Connecticut to Washington, they didn't give up any first round picks for her. She got traded for players. And then Chicago Sky, huh?
They gave up the 2028 for her, like you say.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. When she got traded from Dallas to Connecticut, from Connecticut to Washington, those teams did not even give up a pick for her. They gave up players for her. Chicago Sky, dumbass, gave up a pick for her.
They did.
That's what's the crazy part. They wanted J.C. Sheldon that bad. They gave up a 2028 first round pick for her. When if nah, they ain't have no tradable assets, but still, beside Camilla, but still, you gave up a 2028 first round pick for her.
And
you probably could have got her.
Think about this. To put on a team with 3 other point guards.
And she barely plays. That's why I said when
you make it make sense, because I don't understand.
I never thought that made sense. They would have been better off keeping Uzon than keeping their pick. They would have been better off keeping Uzon than keeping their pick. And this is where, like I said again, this is the dumbest GM in sports. I mean, give me a good trade that he made. Give me a good trade that he made.
And do y'all know, okay. That's just the point guard. So you got Cloud, J.C. Sheldon, Skylar, you got Vandersloot on this roster. You give up a 2028 first rounder for J.C. Sheldon, like we talk about. You give E. Will $600,000 to come back. You keep Rachel Banham on this team as another quote unquote ball handler. Don't laugh, quote unquote ball handler. You signed Dejanay Carrington, who's hurt, who's gonna be hurt until the end of August.
They said so, yeah, the end of August. early September.
Uh-huh. And somehow somebody thought this was the best plan moving forward. And you expect me to believe that Rakia Jackson
Hmm.
is the only reason why you losing to the Connecticut Sun?
Keysha, you thought laughing because the point guards or the people that you're naming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm laughing because he made a trade that we ain't even think about right now, but it's still stupid at the time, even if nothing came from it. Do you know this man traded his pick swap in this year's draft and gave up the 2026 second round pick, the 21st pick outright, just for nobody draft his players from the expansion draft?
Oh yeah, I remember that foolishness. Yes.
That's why I laugh. 'Cause I'm like, he's so
Oh,
stupid. He gave up picks for nothing. Nobody ain't want that roster. The only person they probably really want on that roster is Angel. You could have called Angel, so she couldn't get took in that expansion draft and still traded her just like you did. You could have called Angel and Camilla and let everybody else be for sale. Because nobody ain't even really want. Think about this. He called what, Vandersloot? Not Vandersloot, but I mean what's it called name? Haley Van Lith? And then end up cutting her ass anyway.
when he
Think
could
about
have
that,
let
fam.
that girl go to an expansion team,
Yes.
he could have left her unprotected,
Yes.
but he didn't because he wanted to make sure can decide where people go.
Mm-hmm.
He's a control freak. I guess that's what this is about. That's why I got him up in this McDonald's hat. I don't know how this man still got his job.
Jesus, you got mad at McDonald's said, oh shoot, we missing money, Keysha.
Oh, sorry. Then the other thing is, you don't forget he traded that number 3 pick the draft before and got Area Atkins, and we could have got. Never mind. Let me go.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, T Brown 222 for the $2 super chat. He said, "Help is on the way." Slooty.
That made them
Dude,
depressed, man.
so let me ask you this. Let me tell you based off this super chat we got.
Uh-huh.
Do do you do y'all in the chat really believe another point guard is gonna help this team win?
This team is garbage. This team is garbage with no hope.
You
And
got 4. Go ahead.
how about I say, we didn't even forget about the trade that he traded back up into the first round, thanks to Angel, to get a player that he cut a year later. He drafted a player that hates the Chicago Sky Guts so bad. She said, "Man, I'd rather go to Kentucky."
Let me make you laugh. You ready for this?
Oh,
While you was trading assets to get Jason Sheldon, you know, Natasha Cloud was already out there unsigned.
yeah,
You didn't have to give up nothing.
yeah. He knew Skylar Diggins was on the way.
Yeah, he already knew Skylar Nazare was coming. That was already talked about, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you was gonna go get Cloud, I don't know if you made a decision after the fact or before the fact. Either way it go, you didn't need to give up your asset at all. You could have just brought Cloud in because JC Sheldon never showed to be a. First of all, and this is not a JC Sheldon basher, but nothing about JC Sheldon tells you she's worth the first round pick.
That just as bad as the Alyssa Smith trade.
Yeah, it's like But at least Alyssa Smith is impactful on is JC Sheldon as impactful as Alyssa Smith with the Aces?
Not at this time, no. I still think both trades bad, but nah, I would say
Yeah,
you
but you
get
know what I'm
more.
saying? Like,
Listen to Smith, you get moments.
at least she fits what they do. Answer me this. What does Sheldon fit what they do? Is
Not
she the
that
type of
thing.
point guard that's supposed to run Tyler Marshall's system? Does she fit that system he running?
I don't even know what his system is. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't even know what his system is. That's why this McDonald's had both fit perfectly because they both are fast food workers. You don't know what the hell they doing. Neither person, you don't know what the hell they doing. God damn.
And then you don't get no wing. Well, you drafted a wing, but I mean, you drafted Hawkins, but you didn't get no other. And I guess you just was dependent upon E. Will being your backup for both post positions.
Keysha, you can tell they don't have no faith in their scouting. They did all that trading for Jesse Selton when they got Sidney Teller for free.
Let
They
me tell
got
you,
they got Sidney Teller for free.
Duval, they was still sitting there in their office trying to figure out if they should pull his trigger on Sidney Taylor. She talks about how nerve wracking it was waiting.
Yeah, they
She
had on
knows
that
she's gonna
crack.
make the team.
Yeah, they had on training camp contract because she played overseas for 2 years. Speaking of this, we gotta do a show on this one day. That 2024 draft might be one of the best drafts in history.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, we're gonna do a show on this, but think about it, you got Kayla Angels, obvious, two Hall of Famers.
Was Sidney Taylor supposed to be in the 2024?
She was in the 2024 draft. Also,
Oh,
Layla Lacombe was in that 2024 draft.
this getting worse and worse.
Layla Lacombe was in that 2024 draft. Carletti was in that 2024 draft. That 2024 draft probably went 7-8 deep.
They just released that Sarah Poffenberger.
Yeah, I
She
seen that
ain't play that
earlier.
much. Yeah, she didn't play that much because they say Hawkins is back, but back off because they was doing it for a hardship contract. What what what's what's with the what's what's with this Bantam thing? What they thought Rachel Bantam was gonna be this season?
Remember, that was a Jeff P experiment.
Mm. Well, guess what? He's shooting 27% from three.
Yeah. That experiment
Oh,
failed.
yeah, but they got a new training facility coming that hadn't opened. Was that a
So,
lie?
someday.
Is it ever gonna open, Devon?
Someday.
I don't know.
I won't be surprised they lose that in the court. Cause remember, you know what I'm saying, Michael also ain't pay a dime for it. They schooled they schooled what it called Deerfield.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? They screwed Deerfield out, you know what I'm saying, out of millions and millions of dollars. I wouldn't be surprised. I think Deerfield got them in the court, I think, for the money, right?
Mm. I don't know, but I was gonna put this up right quick. They
Let's
still
see.
don't have a date.
When this story came out.
Uh, this was June 12th, 2026. Julia Pope.
I ain't mean to say Jeff. I mean to say Bethel. My apologies, chat.
Yeah.
But this shit depressing.
Now I can read it. Look, see, they removing practice from Illinois because you remember they when they brought in the new people, they didn't want them to go back to the YMCA
Now they
because
went to
people been
like
talking about them, right?
yeah, they went to the downtown. Like I think they downtown though.
Now they shifting to Loyola because the facility is still not ready and they don't have a move-in date.
Not at all. This was crazy.
And then let me tell you what Nadia Robinson says. I am confident that it will be done before the season next year.
Oh, they got to wait next year now.
That's what she said. That's what Yahoo Sports is reporting. You see it.
God damn.
So if Angel would have still been on this team, she probably would have crashed all the way out. Because I don't even think these players are going to get the benefit of that. All they did was find an alternative so they wouldn't look like they was lying to the new recruits, to the new free agents. Oh, no, we're not going to put you in the YMCA. We're going to find an alternative place until the facility gets straight. Now they talking about it might be next season before the facility is straight. But we just don't have a real move-in date.
This is competence at its finest. No, I just don't know what else to say about this. This is incompetence at its finest. It's like, damn.
Like, what you mean? I mean, I don't know, Duval.
This team will sell you a wet dream. I promise you that.
They be lying, Duval.
This is a Ponzi scheme.
So if you think about it, if Angel Reese would have still been on this team, the spotlight would have been even brighter. Even though the spotlight continues to be on them, though.
Yeah, because we want to see them crash and burn.
Because we ain't gonna let it go. So, but at what point do all this dysfunction filters into the team? I don't know.
The team know what that shit is. They all took a free check. Deja didn't know she wasn't gonna play like that this year, but she took the money.
She took it.
She took the money. That's all they did. They knew they was gonna take the money because they could easily get traded later.
So basically, when Angel was running around here, just imagine when Angel was running around here trying to recruit for this guy, she'd have looked like a fool at the end of it.
Basically.
Because they'd have been like, I thought you said we was going to have a training facility. But that's what they told me. Why ain't you part of management? But they told me that it would be done. Oh, hell, you lied too. You learned like that? No, I'm not lying like that. They told me a lie. Then they going to make her go up there. You know how you go up there? I need to speak to the manager.
Yeah. But nah, Angel would have said that shit publicly. That's why they got her ass up out of there.
Yes, that's why she had to go.
Angel would have said that shit publicly. And so, you know what I'm saying? Angel on my air now.
And I'm pretty sure they told Skylar that too. They told Skylar that lie.
Angel on my air, not the company business.
So, yeah, I don't know how this is going to end, but I fear it's going to end terribly. And I said I'm one of them people that I don't think Tyler Marsh gonna make it through the season.
You don't get fired by the All-Star break.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna make the season. And I think he already know it because he going up there saying silly shit now. Why you go up there and tell them people they left you on red? Oh, Tyler.
Mm-hmm. You know how
like
that
you
go.
like you some kind of stalker or some shit. Like,
Man, them
yeah,
people say, man.
that girl won't even answer my calls. Maybe because you stalking her, Tyler.
Shit, man, they say you ain't Cheryl Reese, nigga. We don't gotta answer you.
No. And then let me tell you this. I gotta say this before we get off of this.
Yeah.
This is how much they don't care about the sky. And I'm with Bro Claude on this. Let me tell you something. They tried to get Camila Cardoso a foul. She wasn't even in the game. Duval.
Now going up against that, just kind of what pressure.
Hold on, I hear something talking. Is that me?
Against her,
I hear
regular season game.
Yeah, well,
I don't think it takes a game coaching against her once you've coached her.
Always doing it. What's doing that weird shit? Anyway, look, they tried to give Camila Cardoso a foul, and she wasn't in the game yet. She had just came in. Check this out.
Jimmy with 3 fouls. We'll see if she's allowed to stay in the game.
Last foul was on number 30, Angel Reese.
Camila, one more time.
Jimmy with 3 fouls.
Look, Duval, let me set this up. She just checked in.
Yes.
You see everybody standing around?
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if she's allowed to stay in the game.
Last foul was on number 30, Angel Reese.
She said, what the fuck wrong with y'all?
Mm-hmm. Brittany Griner say, I'm just minding my own business.
Bro Claude say shout out to Brittany Griner because she did, when they got to the next break, she did turn and talk to Camilla. Because I guess she can just feel this baby having a hard time. He say shout out to Brittany, to BG, because BG did talk to her. If she was on, I'm about to snap. I'm close. And it's crazy when the opponent is like, let me talk to this young woman.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be all right. I ain't never been in your situation, but I can feel the tension.
yeah, because Brittany Griner has a good situation. She had Phoenix and then she had Atlanta. She ain't never been nothing like that.
No, she ain't never been in no, she's had, even though the Phoenix organization got, a whole bunch of goofy shit going on.
They got their warts, but that was a good organization overall.
Yeah, but from her perspective, it was really good for her. So she don't know what Camilla going through, and Miller said, I can't take this shit no more. And meanwhile, Bro Claude say Tyler Marshall just standing there like, he defeated. He don't have no more. He didn't have no fight to begin with.
Yeah.
So now he ain't got none left. So look, Mr. Johnson said BG was putting her bid in on the low. Yo, he say BG trying to get some stop. Camilla was like, oh, is she talking to me? He said, yeah, she talked to her. So I don't know, Duval. I don't know. Her agent got to get busy.
Well,
maybe she needs to get Angel agent to do something. I don't know.
Get ass up out of there. But I was going to say, let's get this last topic so I can get you out of here because you got a game to call.
All right, here we go. Okay, last topic is Angel Reese. Who is Angel Reese as a basketball player? You want to play the thing first? Hold on.
I no, sir.
Let me try to
No, pull it up. But I'm gonna introduce it.
go ahead.
Cause this
Do
is
your thing, player.
I'm gonna do this.
I'm trying to get, and that give me time to get the commercial out the way. You know how they be doing.
Yeah. Well, the video audio we're gonna play is from two journalists from no cap space. They cover the teams. They cover the teams of the WNBA. Like I said, they're two accredited journalists. Like I said, subscribe to their channel, watch their videos. They do good work. They really cover the teams objectively. And like I said again, I watched the video today of theirs. Normally, like I said, when I'm not doing this with Keysha, I stay away from WNBA stuff. I just try to expand my mind and watch other things and do other things when it comes to, living my life or just watching other things that could be interest of me besides WNBA basketball. But what I will say is this. I heard something today on this video that really makes me wonder why the new media can't tell the truth. Not to say they lied, so I'm not gonna crash out on them. It's not one of those things, but it's like they not telling the complete story. It's like they holding out certain things because they worry about what the real repercussions would be if they tell the complete truth. And so, if you got the video ready, I'm ready to play it.
Oh, yeah.
Like I said, I can once the video play, I can really get into what my gripe is with them. But like I said, these are two great journalists. Like I said again, go subscribe to their channels. They do good work. I promise you. These are two people that really putting the work in as a journalist, as new media, as people that really cover the WNBA. Them two and their staff, they really have something great on YouTube and with their newsletter. So, but play this audio and then I get back to what I really want to get to, big picture.
Okay.
People use the Dennis Rodman comp in a variety of ways. Like, people use the Rodman comp as like a complimentary one because Rodman, I think, dollars to donuts, is the best rebounder in NBA history. Now, a caveat with Rodman is his offensive game was so limited because he focused on rebounding so intently. And I think that's where like the pejorative notion of that comparison comes in. But I think the more I lean into this idea that like she's the best rebounder the league has ever seen, the possibility of what she can be offensively kind of changes too. Because Rodman's entire thing was, I'm so focused on rebounding that I'm not going to give attention to the offensive game. It's just not ever going to be something that I have a focus on because I play on teams with Isaiah Thomas, Michael Jordan. Like, it's not my role, right?
Sure.
I don't think Angel wants to purely be that type of player. And I think over the last 5 games, you've started to really see the improvements that Carl Smesko and LaToya Sanders, their assistant coach, have been, working on with her. You're starting to see those bear itself out. The shooting percentage still isn't there. They're getting her more inside 0 to 3 feet and doing so on kind of easier looks. So there's a little bit less that she has to do to try and draw fouls or try and get contact. The ball placement in the post is totally different. I'd say it's a full 6 inches higher possession to possession than where it was last year in Chicago. That, to me, is the biggest indicator that we're working on something and it's going, right?
Yep.
But as much as people want to sort of poo-poo the rebounding pace that she's on, she just crossed 1,000 this weekend. Fastest player in WNBA history to do that. She's leading the league in boards again. How do we talk about a rebounder of this magnitude in today's modern game? Because everything that we do from a narrative perspective, it's all about scoring. It's all about assists, how you're distributing. Like, her rebounding is such a major force multiplier, and it's 1/3 of the game when you think about it. It literally is the difference, coaches say, between winning and losing. So this is a player that's obviously doing something that impacts a statistic that has a direct correlation to winning and losing. Why, how, what is the disconnect here, and how we figure out how to talk about her this year? Because I feel like we still haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah, it's a weird thing because, to your point, not only is it about scoring when we think about the narratives of greatness, if you will, it's about social media clips, in this day and age. And, rebounds aren't getting clipped, in that way. Rebounds might not get clips, but it will get you chips. It will get you chips. And right now, when you think about, the Dennis Rodman kind of feels like, and I don't say this lightly, by the way, kind of feels like the floor right now, and that's insane.
I agree.
You know what I mean? That's insane. And think about how, if you're making that comp to the NBA side, because I don't think we've seen anything in the WNBA when it comes to the talent.
Fouls is the closest, and I think she's a better rebounder than Fouls was.
I don't think that's I don't think that's really an argument, frankly. As great, and that's not. And again, I don't say any of this lightly. You know what I mean? And so when you think about teams won when Dennis Rodman arrived to their team. There is a pretty direct, when you think about those championships, Dennis Rodman arrived and teams started winning, and that's the way I'm looking at this. And so I think that the discussion,
pause for a second.
I think it's unfair, but I think the general discussion is.
So they won't say we copyrighting their video. We are, reacting to it. So I just want to make that disclaimer. And also check. Listen very carefully what they're saying. Because I'm going to put everything into perspective after they finish. Go ahead.
Okay. Is going to come around winning. People don't remember Dennis Rodman if he doesn't have chips. Not in the way that he is remembered right now. And obviously he has the character aspect. And I think it's a very, very different off-court thing. Let me make that very clear. Very different. But Angel obviously has a lot of off-court stuff going on too. So you have this kind of cultural impact from the off-court aspect that frankly might be more of where the stardom comes from in terms of how Angel is discussed. And again, that might not be fair, but I think especially in the social media age, it's tough to discuss, hey, this player's impacting winning until they get the championship. And that's just it's ring culture, it's social media culture. That is just the way the dialogue goes in sports in the modern day with social media. But I think if you are a true ball knower, I don't see how you see this player as anything but generational in what she does and historic all time in what she does. If she just keeps rebounding like this, she's a Hall of Famer. If she just keeps rebounding, that's not even getting into the potential for offensive growth. That's not even getting into the defense. If she just keeps rebounding like this, she's going to own every rebounding record that there is in the league. And I don't know who is supposed to come close to it. So I think history and in hindsight to her career I could see it being kinder to her in terms of all the records that she is going to own by the time that she is it feels like to me that there's general possibility of when people talk about the NBA scoring record and how impossible that was until LeBron did it, right? Think about how it took to do that. If Angel Reese ends up having the rebounding records in that way, I would not be. I think at this point I'd be more surprised if she doesn't own those records in that way, where it's I don't know who's supposed to come and break these. This is an all-time talent at one of the most important parts of the game, and I don't think that it's a talent that, to your point in terms of the discussion of it, I don't know if the general public is going to get on that until it's a 15-20 game in the finals, or things like that, where it's such clear domination of the paint in that manner. I don't know if the discourse will catch up to that, but I can tell you from my perspective, it's not being taken for granted at all, because this is ridiculous levels of effort that's being put in, of skill in rebounding, because I do think rebounding is a skill. There is reading it off the rim and all sorts of things like that. You mix those two things together and you have the greatest rebounder the league has ever seen in year 3 right now.
All you would need to put this in perspective, right? Tina Charles is the all-time rebounding record holder with 4,262. That was done over effectively a 14-year career. Sylvia Fowles is in second with 4,006. She did that over also a 14 or so year career. If Angel just stays where she is, she's going to break the career rebounding record by year 8.
Bro, like what are we like? What? Like these are
Like somewhere
genuinely
between year 8 and 9. She is likely to do this in half the time it took the current 2 record holders. And that's why I wrote this week, right? Because you mentioned Rodman being the floor is the thing that, is hard. And again, the reason that I am comparing an NBA player to Angel in this instance is because Dennis Rodman is widely regarded as the best rebounder in basketball history.
Yeah.
Men's or women's. And I think you're like, when I look at the dominance on the boards that she has, and I don't care what people say about the rebound stuff, because statistically it's been debunked as not being like, if it were half of the boards, it would be one thing. If it's 1 every 10, I don't care. That's game flow.
Yeah, you're not.
On average, if it's 1 over 10 over 3 years, it's game flow. I don't care. And so, I bring up the Rodman thing because we're talking about someone who might be the best rebounder in basketball history, men's and women's NBA. And so that is why that feels like the conversation. But it's interesting to me that it feels like we are not going to have this level of discussion around her until the offensive game shows up and it's like a 17 point per game average the rest of her career. Because right now, man, if you're a 15-10 or 15-11 reliably, you're an all WNBA player. Sure. If you do that regularly, you're an all WNBA player for the entirety of your career. But if you get up to like 17 or 18-11, that's the type of numbers that Lauren Jackson averaged. First ballot Hall of Famer, multi MVP Lauren Jackson. And you don't ever have to get up to Asia and average 25-9, but you average 18 and 12 over the course of your career. You are one of the best players that has played this game.
Yeah.
That's it. That's
the trajectory.
Yeah. So to me, I think I'm coming around more and more to thinking like, I don't know how it's possible, but it feels like we're talking about her less than we should. And that's crazy because it is solely revolving around the fact that it's rebounding and rebounding is not a sexy statistic. So, interesting stuff. Final piece.
What did you get from that, Keysha? Before I really go into what my issue is with this segment.
What I got, basically what they were saying is, we live in this microwave society where a lot of people who are clicking and doing all this talking and running their mouth, they are, of course, offense is very sexy, so it's viewed as generational before you start talking about rebounding, even though rebounding affects the game in multiple ways. What I got from what he was saying is really and truly for Angel, he views Rodman's career as Angel's floor, and that if she gets the offensive side to going, cool, but he's pretty much saying you should be embracing her right now because she is generational. That's what I got.
I'm glad you said that. Because you don't lean into exactly what I'm finna speak on. Like I said, I'm not going to crash out because I respect these two men very much. They both pro-Angel. I listened to enough of their videos. They are very pro-Angel. They, especially when it came to this Chicago Sky stuff, they were really pro-Angel when it comes to how everything has shaken out. But this is what I would say. This is why I would say why they're not telling the truth. There are 2 accredited journalists. This is why they're not telling the truth. People is not discussing or celebrating Angel rebounding because it's not sexy or it's not glamorous. People are not discussing Angel Reese rebounding because you got a segment of a fan base that went out their way to make it their mission to diminish everything that this woman has accomplished. So they dismiss everything for this woman has accomplished because they feel like giving her credit for greatness will diminish the other person they truly want to have credit for greatness, and that is Caitlin Clark. This is why they will be forever linked. It's because of this. Because of that moment that happened in 2023, they feel like there's a culture war between two women to see who gets the most credit for the growth and the rebirth of the WNBA. You see what I'm saying? So if that's the case, it's their mission. And I'm talking, the Clarkins and everything else on that side. They is on a mission to downgrade, diminish, dilute Angel greatness. So, so big picture, and this is big picture, Keysha. So so Cece, when history looks back on this era, Cece the only one that gets the credit. Instead of Angel getting some of that credit too. Because let's keep it all the way real. Rebound would never consider a bad thing to Angel start doing it at a high level. Dennis Rodman was celebrated. Mm-hmm. Moses Malone was celebrated.
Yeah.
Shaq was celebrated.
They were.
Ben Wallace was celebrated. Dwight Howard, until he started acting real goofy in Houston, was celebrated.
He was definitely celebrating in Orlando.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lisa Leslie was celebrated.
Mm-hmm.
Yolanda Griffith was celebrated. Sylvia Fowles was celebrated. And they all had specialized in rebounding. All those people that I just named, big men, was celebrated for rebounding until it got to Angel. Now all of a sudden rebounding is bad. Y'all don't get that? Mm-hmm. Also, if it was just about, rebounding is not sexy, and that's why it get overlooked or they get downgraded, diminished. This is why I said, saying they're not telling the truth. Then why last year? Oh, I forgot Kevin Love. Oh, shout out Uncle J. I forgot Kevin Love. He was celebrated before he went to LeBron.
He definitely was.
Why? If rebounding is not sexy and that's why people don't celebrate it, then how come those same Clarkie fans were celebrating Kiki Arifin double streak? They were celebrating that.
Mm-hmm.
Why are they celebrating that? And the reason why they're celebrating her because she's not a threat to them. She's not a threat to their narrative of Cece and Cece alone, save the WNBA. Instead of Cece and Angel save the WNBA. But they want the narrative to be Cece alone save the WNBA. And because of that, that's why they would do everything in their power to diminish everything that Angel do great. Including being a third best player on a team. As if they don't got Leah Boston today. They constantly celebrate. And she clearly the third best player on her team. And so, this is why I say journalists like these two is not telling the truth. Because if they would come out and say that, they get backlash. They don't want to handle the blowback of what the true conversation is based around when it comes to Angel Reese and her narrative. Remember, they said social media drive a lot of this, right? Mm-hmm. So, what's driving a lot of this negative engagement of Angel Reese? Brit Center, House of Lowlights, and many other Twitter and Thread platforms and TikTok platforms that put out these, I want to say BP ESPN. That's another troll account of Angel Reese. They put out these videos of all her shortcomings in various moments throughout her career to try to convince the audience that she is a bad player and she should not be celebrated. Because if they didn't do that, then she'll get some of that same respect and decoration as CC and some of the greats that's in this game right now. But it's their mission to make sure that she don't get that credit. So what they will do is do everything that they can to water down her greatness, so people can be convinced that she's not as good as a player that her fans, I guess people like myself, you, Keysha, and others, that she's not as good as we think that she is. And that's just the reality of the situation. So they try to water down her greatness so that people can dismiss what she already has accomplished. That's why they try to make it seem like her breaking these records, oh, it's not a big deal. It's manufactured. It was, you know what I'm saying, it was choreographed. We heard all that. Why? Because they don't want her to get the credit. Because this is what it's about. If you don't think they care about credit, why you think anytime a CC fan argue with you, what's the things they bring up, Keysha?
Oh, same. Well, first of all, they talk about it. They used to talk about attendance and ratings all the time.
Okay, credit and credit. What else they talked about?
And then let me see. I didn't start to tune them out.
Merchandise, credit.
Oh, how many jerseys and all that stuff being sold, that kind of thing.
Yes, pace of play, credit. 3-point shooting, credit. Everything they talked about was about credit. That's what they care about the most more than anything. They don't even care about CC winning or losing, to be honest with you. They care about her getting all the credit. So that's why I say journalists like these two right here is doing our audience and many other people's audience on a conversation like this a disservice when they don't paint the complete picture. Because a lot of these media members today, they just like fanboys, just like they try to accuse me of, or not you, Keysha, but I just say me. They try to accuse me of and many others. You know, you get a lot of respect that I don't get, Keysha. So you know, someone just put it on me. But like I said, what people don't realize is that a lot of these media members, they share people that they want to push and create narratives for as well. And so if that's the case, they will omit certain things. And I'm not saying they're doing that. I'm just saying that they just they're just not painting the full picture, even though they got all the information. But I just know in general, there are certain media members that will not paint the whole picture because they are fearful of the backlash and the retribution of them not, you know what I'm saying, sticking to the script when it comes to certain players that they want to push to the forefront. And so my bottom line is this, and I'm going to wrap it up on my end, and then I'll let you jump in and, you know what I'm saying, say what you need to say. Bottom line is this. These journalists need to tell the truth. And I'm going to bring me and you into this, Keysha. Because a lot of times, even outside of, you know what I'm saying, doing content together, we have phone conversations, and they're not always pleasant. It get uncomfortable at times. It get contentious at times. It get hurtful at times. But we get to the bottom line, the truth of the matter, any situation that we are in, to really come to whatever resolution that we need to come to for us to move forward together. Because that's what the truth does to people. It brings people together when you get to the truth. When you get through the weeds of the outside stuff and get right to the middle of what is driving that particular situation. And it seems like with people like them, when they skate around the truth of what really is going on in a situation, especially when it comes to this Angel and not getting her respect or really contextualized when it comes to her being highly regarded as a great WNBA player. That's the main reason for it, and they just won't talk about it. And there's some uncomfortable stuff that they do talk about. So that's why I'm saying they came out with an episode today. They talked about some uncomfortable stuff that I really am impressed with, and I'm very respectful of those two gentlemen because of it. But in this situation right here, I wish they would just came out with the truth about why they feel like she's not getting talked about the way that she should be talked about as a generational talent doing generational things.
I will say this. I don't know if y'all remember, but I remember Dwight Howard when he first came to the Magic, and all the fanfare of him essentially trying to take the mantle from Shaquille O'Neal.
Yes.
So much so Shaquille O'Neal was doing a little hating.
Yes, a lot of hate
in the beginning. About what Dwight Howard, because he was in Orlando, he was saying he was Superman, and he was doing all this stuff that Shaq did, and Shaq like, I'm the real Superman, all this stuff that was going on. He was celebrating. He still had limited
offensive skills, yes.
Offensive skills. And I don't think he ever really expanded them. He actually was a talented player who really didn't, in my opinion, didn't reach his full ceiling because of the athleticism, he had, especially when he first came in. But Dwight Howard averaged 15 points and 11 rebounds a game. And he went to the Hall of Fame.
He only averaged 20 points a game twice in his career.
And he was celebrated. He was celebrated until he left Orlando.
Yes.
And went with Kobe.
Yes.
And we all know how that worked out.
Kobe changed his reputation.
Yeah. He didn't change him on the court, but he changed the way people viewed him in the public. Yeah, off the court. Now, go ahead.
I was gonna say just real quick on Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard never even shot jump shots.
No.
His stuff was always around the basket until I would say maybe when his Laker years, when he won the championship with LeBron in 2020, maybe he started shooting one or two jumpers every once in a while, but it was always around the basket every single time.
It was always around the basket. I don't remember him stepping out, doing a fadeaway.
None of that.
I don't remember, even in the lane, I don't remember him doing all of that. But he was celebrated. Go ahead.
And before you keep cooking, and as we just described his game just now, right? Guess what? He was never called. He was never called the role player.
No. They built that Magic team that went to the finals. They built that team around Dwight Howard.
Yeah, they had Hito Turkoglu, who was past his prime. They had Rashard Lewis, who was past his prime. They had Jamil Nessa. Yes.
Shooters.
They had shooters that beat LeBron.
Because he was known as a defensive big man.
Yes, well, 4-time defensive player of the year.
Yes.
So it's been
they gave him credit for being a rebounder, from being an offensive threat, even though it was only in the paint, and also being a defender and being able to anchor your defense. And he was celebrated throughout that role.
Yes.
And the journalists, to your point, are not being they're being disingenuous because
Yes.
during that run in Orlando, a lot
Mm-hmm.
of people found Dwight Howard's game sexy.
Yes.
Now,
Made all WNBAs and everything. I mean, made all NBA and everything. First team and all that. He was in the MVP conversation. I think he got to 2. I want to say that 2010 season after.
mm-hmm.
It was one of those seasons that he got either 3rd or 2nd in the MVP voting.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with kind of like Ben, even Ben Wallace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was rough around the edges. He was no, I put it to you like he was rough around the edges.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But his game, I don't remember people saying it's just not it's just not I can't do it. But you know what Ben Wallace averaged for a career?
What do you average, Keysha? Tell me.
5.7 points a game, 9.6 rebounds per game.
And Keysha, he won Defensive Player of the Year 4 times. And not only that, Keysha, on offense, everybody knew they were playing 4-on-5. In Detroit, they were playing 4-on-5. Even when he went to Chicago, they were playing 4-on-5 on offense. People ain't even guard Ben Wallace on offense.
No.
That's how much of a liability on offense that he was considered at that time. But he was celebrated.
He was celebrated. People. So to your point, even before, because only other person I would say is I'm trying to think in the back of the day. Let me see. Yeah,
you talking? We go Moses Malone.
Same thing. Before he went, because I remember this too. I don't know how people forget, but I remember what's that boy name?
Patrick Ewing.
Kevin Love in Minnesota.
2015 before he went to LeBron.
Yeah.
So before that 2015 season, it was a 2015 season. 2014 season, you Google it, Keysha. He was 26-14 or 26-15. Premier All-Star. They was on trade Klay Thompson for Kevin Love to what's the guy name Jerry West at the last minute talked him out of it.
Mm-hmm.
They was on
and
trade
then he went to Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
He went to Cleveland. He still was 16-9.
I think it's
16
17. Yeah, 16-10. Yeah, because Bosch was 17-10 in Miami. Yes.
Mm-hmm. He still. Yeah, I'm looking at this year like 15, 16-9, 16-9, 19-11. The third year, 17-9. He always rebounded until his role kept getting diminished.
Yeah.
But Kevin Love was celebrated.
Hell, Patrick Ewing was celebrated.
Yes. Yeah.
Patrick Ewing had a jump shot on offense, so he had more of the on offense than Angel at this time in her career. But Patrick Ewing
Go ahead.
I was going to say Patrick Ewing was more known for defensive presence than offense.
Yeah. But you'll have all these former players get on here and act like they don't know. I'm talking about the sports guys.
Yes.
That they don't know what Angel Reese brings, or what they looking at. They don't. It's not sexy or whatever they be saying.
But my thing is this here. Rebounding didn't become bad till Angel started doing it at a high level.
Mm-hmm.
And I think what really hurt Angel in her situation, she made it so easy.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody never did it as easy as she did. People weren't even average. I think people were average maybe over double digit in rebounding, maybe a year here and there. That's why, like, even with Jacka Jones, when she won the MVP, she averaged 11 rebounds a game. And then I think...
what year was that?
Jacka Jones, 2021. 2021.
Okay, hold on. I'm looking up her stats. Go ahead. 2021?
I think she was 19-11. I believe.
Yeah.
And then I think... what's the girl name?
Who?
Tina Charles, who won an MVP. I think she was like 15 and 11 or something like that. That when she won the MVP. Look that up for me too. Tina
Yeah,
Charles.
Jonquel Jones and her MVP season was 19 and 11.
Yes.
And
Look
then
up.
what's the other one? Tina Charles.
Yeah. Well, she won her MVP. What her number was that
What
year?
year was that? What year did Tina Charles win it?
I forgot the year, but she won it. Just Google Tina Charles MVP. It'll come up.
Okay, hold on.
And so my thing is this. People barely average 10, 11 rebounds a game.
2012.
And Angel did it so easily that people feel like, you know what I'm saying, let's diminish what she's doing at a high level because they don't want to give her credit. But nobody diminish Caitlin's assist records, even though she got a high turnover rate and she broke the record in her rookie year of turnovers.
Tina Charles, 18 and 10 in 2012, got an MVP.
Mm-hmm.
And she hovered around that most of her career.
Mm-hmm.
And she was celebrated. You know, yeah, sometimes, you know, I think what it is too, Duval, the conversation gets so exhausting.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you just don't want them trolls in your chat. You like, look, I'm just trying to figure out what the hell, you know. So maybe in 2012, yeah, she won MVP, real money. I mean,
reason why I get that, and you're absolutely right, Keysha. But this is why I don't let them off the hook.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Because you can't feel like that on one hand, and then feel like Angel Reese, you know, what I'm saying, career has been diminished. But y'all part of the reason why it's getting diminished. Because y'all not telling the truth when you got other people that create a narrative trying to tell you that her career is, you know what I'm saying, is nothing to, you know what I'm saying, to appreciate. You know, I'm gonna throw a couple things out there, Keysha.
Oh, before you do that, Sylvia Fives, average for a career, 15 and 9.
Yes. I'm gonna throw a couple things out there, Keysha. Throw a couple things out there. Do you know people trying to convince us Angel fans that Angel Reese was what's your boy name? Andre Drummond?
Oh yeah, I heard that.
This girl finna be a 3-time All-Star. She made more All-Stars in her first 3 years than I think Andre Drummond did in his whole career. I think he made either 3 or 4 All-Stars, I believe. But I could be wrong about that. Look that up for me, Keysha, just to confirm it.
I looked there. Hold up 1 second. Sylvia Fives, MVP season 2017. She was 18 and 10.
Angel right now 15-12, and she ain't even at the All-Star break yet.
Yeah, she was 18 and 10 when she did when she got her MVP. So you said
Now,
Andre Drummond?
Andre Drummond. Now I think it might be harder for Angel to win the MVP just at 19-12 because the scoring is up.
Yes.
So she might have to get 20. If she get 20 by the end of the season, I think she'll get it. But
it's to your point of when did even 15 and 10 become bad?
Yeah, when it get diluted.
When did it get bad? I'm not understanding. Okay, what you want me to look up for Andre Drummond?
His All-Stars. How many times he made the All-Star team?
Oh shit, that's it.
And think about this. Do you know people were trying to convince us, I'm talking Angel fans, that after Angel rookie season, she was going to be put out the league in 5 years as her offense didn't improve? In a league that still got Bree Turner getting paychecks. In a league, they got Maisha Hines Island getting a paycheck. In a league, they got, you know what I'm saying, Maddie Westbrook just sitting on the bench collecting checks. In a league where Nessa Adota is still collecting checks.
She is.
Angel averaged 13 and 13 in her rookie year. And there were people that were trying to convince the masses that she was going to be out the league by year 5. This is why I say, y'all, the journalists is not being honest with the conversation.
Hey, because Andre Drummond, 2016 and 2018.
But that's who they say Angel is. Andre Drummond, who made the All-Star team twice. This woman made the All-Star team her first 3 years, and she finna be an Olympian. But that's Andre Drummond, right?
That's what they say.
And see, that's why I say, but like I said, follow those individuals. Like I said, they do some great content on WNBA. And they got this woman named Chauncey. Chauncey, she very good too. She works out of Atlanta, so she do a lot of the dream stuff. So she do some great stuff. Like I said, they got a great staff over there. So it's not like I'm just trying to crash out on them, because I would have crashed out if it was anybody else. I really respect these individuals. I really respect their platform. I would have crashed out. I would have crashed out when they cutting my goat. Playing her name like that. But I think in this situation, I owe the audience a genuine conversation on the media, like those two, that's very sensitive on touching the real issue of why certain narratives are being put out there by certain people and not telling the complete truth when it comes to why things are expressed a certain way. So it's not about, hey, rebound isn't sexy. No. It's a certain segment of fan base that made rebounding unsexy.
Right.
Because the person who dominated it. Because like I said, I guarantee you this. Take Angel name off. Same career right now up until this point. And put Aaliyah Edwards. Aaliyah Edwards will be celebrated right now. By that same fan base. Aaliyah Edwards will be celebrated right now. Because Aaliyah Edwards is never a threat to them when it comes to who gonna get credit for the rebirth of the WNBA. Because let's keep it real. If you compare Caitlyn and Angel's resume, the only thing Caitlyn has done that Angel hasn't done yet is get an all WNBA selection. Caitlyn gonna be a 3-time All-Star. Angel gonna be a 3-time All-Star. Caitlyn gonna be on that World Cup basketball team. So is Angel. Caitlyn gonna be on that 2028 Olympic team. So is Angel. So what did Caitlyn done that Angel hasn't done? Caitlyn broke records when it comes to her position. So is Angel.
Yeah.
What's the difference? They both got the same type of career. Just one made all WNBA and the other one didn't. The only reason why the other one didn't in her rookie year because she was on a bad team. Could I guarantee you if Angel was on, let's just say that year, because I think Seattle Storm was 4th seed. If she was on Seattle Storm and she was playing next to Necker and Izzy McAvoy was in an imaginary scenario on another team and it was Angel instead of Izzy McAvoy, Angel and Necker, you don't think she would have made all WNBA averaging 13-13? Field goal percentage be down?
Yeah.
She would have made at least the second team. And she would have made all defensive team. But that's the only two difference. That's the only two difference. Their career basically the same. They both accomplished the same amount of stuff in the same amount of years. Even you can't even be impressed with CeCe becoming a starter at the All-Star game and Angel hasn't, because we know that's popularity voting. And we know some Angel fans just don't have the energy or the attention span to just be constantly voting for Angel. It's just not that serious to us.
No, some people ain't doing all that.
Yeah, it's just not that serious to us. It's not that serious to us to get that credit like that, to be doing all that. We let Angel Merritt get her in the All-Star game. Not saying I don't vote, because I vote for her every day. But, there's a lot of Angel fans that just don't have that type of energy to be doing that. They got things to do. But those CC fans, a lot of those CC men make it their mission to make sure that she get everything that they feel like she deserves, even stuff that she don't deserve. Because it just means that much more to them. They have a parasocial relationship with CC that a lot of Angel fans don't have with Angel. We love Angel, but we don't love her to the point where, you know what I'm saying, we live or die by her success. It's just not that serious to us today. It's just not that serious to us when it comes to that. We have lives.
Right.
I'm just being honest. Like I can't say this enough, and Keysha will be the first to tell you. When we not doing content together, I'm not following WNBA like that. Like I said, I'm watching Jacksonville Jaguar content. I'm watching prison videos. I think part of the reason why I watch these prison videos just to know what not to do if I ever had to go to prison, and what to watch for. You know, I don't want to get caught slipping.
I'm on my House of Dragon right now. I had to watch the episode. I had to catch back up on Kevin Osage Live. I had to, because I was doing stuff with y'all. I was live in the chat, y'all. I'm about them dragons, y'all. I'm one of them chicks.
and see that what I'm saying. We do different stuff. Like I watch celebrity gossip. You know what I'm saying? I watch to see what's going on in the music industry, in the movie industry. I like to keep informed with stuff like that. I watch different things. I watch documentaries on gang culture, from especially stuff that happened in LA, the history of, you know what I'm saying, the Bloods and Crips and stuff like that. So it's like I watch a lot of different things where I'm not just consumed with Angel Reese and everything that goes on with her. Nor should I.
Can I tell you something else?
Go ahead.
And don't judge me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what's me and my mama is our love language?
What's that?
Them African soap opera 20 episode shows on Netflix.
I seen it come across on YouTube one time or two, but you know, I'm
So I told my mama about a new one just Monday. I said, Mama, I'm watching this new one. Do you know my 70-year-old mama stayed up all night and finished it on a work day? She called me that morning. Why? With coffee. Talking about, I finished it. I said, what? She said, yeah, I finished it. It got good. I'm asleep when I get off. I said, oh, God. So I got to go catch that up when I get off of here. When I finish my game, I got to. She binged it. She binged the whole thing on a Monday night. I said, oh, Lord. So, yes, we got other interests, y'all.
Yeah.
We love them African soap operas.
I'm gonna give you a case of point, Keysha. Somebody said something in the chat. I'm finna educate you on something. I'm gonna shout you out. MVP/M3. Yes, them printed video taught me. If somebody leaves snacks on your bed, you give it back to their ass, because, like I said, they sneeze snacks on their ass and you eat them. You that person, boy toy. That's what happened. Yep. That's what you will. That's what you will. That's why you.
I didn't know that.
That's why if you don't want to get, unalive in prison, do not borrow nothing. Do not gamble with money you don't have. You know what I'm saying? Do not make long eye contact. So you learn, like I said again, I learn all this stuff when it comes to those type of videos. And so, like I said, it's like, you know what I'm saying? So my point is, like, I have interests outside of WNBA, outside of Angel Reese. But a lot of those...
Yes. Hold on. Yes, Hog Boss. It's the polygamist. I am watching that right now. Go ahead.
But I'm saying a lot of these people have this... like parasocial relationship with Caitlyn, and they will do everything in their power to try to make sure they diminish who they feel like is their biggest threat to her popularity, so she can stay. Like my mama always saying, just the best way I describe it, because I know you feel it, you gotta say do your games and stuff.
Yeah, I gotta go in 10 minutes. Yeah.
My mama always.
Got 5.
I got 5. I don't need to. My mama used to always tell me. And she's no longer here. God, you know what I'm saying? Say God bless her. But she always say, two queens can't sit on one throne. And so they want only one person to get the credit. And to wrap this up, when it comes to this conversation like I said, with Tyler's the journalist, and then you got Andrew, both on journalists that you took off the screen, but they just need to paint the complete picture. And I think people will get the complete picture of what's going on with why she's not, and I'm talking about Angel in this case, is not getting her just due. If they just say what really the issue is, instead of just tap dancing around what the issue is, because they just don't want to really have another uncomfortable conversation that they cannot really contextualize in a manner, if that makes sense.
It makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah, shout out to y'all in the chat. Go watch that Polygamist. It's got me intrigued. The Dragons are back on Max. The only reason why I got Max is for that and Unrivaled. But the Dragons are back. I'm gonna tell you, it's not Duval thing, but see, Duval don't understand how, it's a community. And you got the episode, and then you got the YouTube, and then you gotta figure out all the Easter eggs inside of the episodes. It's a whole thing, Duval. So
Well, you talk about so y'all be watching what's the guy name? Nature Boy?
What Nature Boy? Come on.
The Nature Boy, he do the preliminary thing too, right? With the coat and all that?
No, it is a African soap opera with 22 episodes called The Polygamist. It's on Netflix. I'm telling you, check it out. It's not no nature nothing.
Oh, okay.
It's like the young and the African.
I'll run across it eventually.
It's about this woman and her husband of 20 years. She found out he just liked marrying all the women he liked. Yeah, funny.
Double life,
none of them know it. Yeah, none of them know it. But yeah, my mama talking about, I ain't gonna tell you what happened at the end. I finished it. I said, get off my phone.
Yeah, that make you upset though.
Yeah, she want to tell me so bad. Yeah. With a dude named Jonas. Yeah, Uncle T.
It's like she holding out on you.
She is, so she ain't tall, but she probably asleep, poor woman. I don't know what she thinks. She's still young. I don't know what she's doing. But anyway.
Your mom don't got nothing else to do no more.
She did, look, let her tell her she got 50 million things to do.
She lived her life. You know what I'm saying? She collected her retirement. She don't got no more to do.
She was like, you didn't finish it? I said, Mama, I told you about the show at 8 o'clock. What you mean? It's 20 episodes. Anyway. All right, Chad, I'm about to get up off of here because if all going to bed and I got another shift. I think Bro Club might have been up there doing the draft or something. I don't know. Let me see if my compadres is on. Is that what he doing?
No, I said the NBA draft tonight.
Yeah. Did anybody hear about who went? Whatever.
I didn't even look.
I didn't even look. I ain't seen that come across my timeline. Yeah, he Bro Claude is on with NBA draft. And I'm about to do on the player stuff. I'm about to do Liberty versus Aces. For you Liberty and Aces fan, roll up to the Players Club chat. We about to check out. I gotta check on Duval. I gotta check on Sabrina Ionescu. I don't know what. I need to see what's going on with her.
They think she lost it.
Yeah, I gotta see what's going on with her. Yeah. Got to see what's up with that, in real time. But yeah, they playing the Aces, so should be a good game. Stu is always a good time. Stu in Asia is always a good time. So I'm gonna go check them out. Y'all hit the like button on the way out the door. Anything else, Bob?
No, you go ahead. You got your game. You got to start.
All right, y'all. Y'all be good. We out, players.
All right. Peace.
They said bring back Kennedy Carter. They need to. I don't know what's going on with that, but I'm about to go
Is she playing
over there and
today?
find out. No, she's not.
She out today? See, man, I don't care what nobody say. Something going on.
I'm gonna be listening to the TV to see what's going on, DeVar. I'll let you know if I hear anything.
All right, let me know.
All right. Bye, chat. Hit the like button on the way out the door. I'll see y'all in the Players Club. All right.
Peace.